Well. Yeah. Don't get bit by the big turtle. Great. The ghost? What the heck? There's even ghosts coming out of it. I didn't even notice that at first. What is with the dogs? Only 3 or 4 or 5? Oh my gosh. Oh my... That pissed me off so much. Oh, something new. The Beast Pack. Beast Pack bosses unite. The Beast Pack's executive council convenes from time to time to reflect on their failure and consider strategies for improvement. Cloverland has issues with Gormando, and Silly Dillo always expects a scolding. But the performance reviews really aren't that bad. Yeah, it sure is crazy. It sure would have been nice if we saw the Beast Pack bosses unite in any way, shape, or form in the actual game. Yeah, the far-off target. Man, I literally saw that on the first go, and I just didn't say anything. I've been of no help this entire playthrough. You know, come to think of it, this DLC is kind of like the EX levels of Triple Deluxe and just the 2D modern trilogy, or quadrilogy, I guess. Because it's just extra levels that combine... Well, no, it also has new gimmicks, so maybe not. Oh. How interesting. Oh! Secrets. Yep, it's a Howl Room. H! Oh, L. Where's the A? A! Ooh, music. Yes! Redemption. Because I still didn't see all the Howl Rooms in the base game. I don't know why, I just never got back around to it. I was gonna do a stream where I explore... Oh! Why is this theme playing? It's the lyrical theme, ending theme of Super Kirby Clash. Oh, great. You must think. Alright, what would I do first? Okay. Yep. Excuse me? These arbitrary jump heights are making me lose it. You really needed that platform to get up there? Piss off. Oh. What? More level? Or not? Yes, more level. Whoa. Excuse me? That's a fancy one. They should do that more often. Ooh, I hope that is even more level and not just going back. More level? More level? No. Oh, I just thought of an insane idea how there could be a bad ending in this game. What if it's a first playthrough, and then you initiate the DLC early, get the part there, and don't get any stories through the whole game. So no seal, and that thing that keeps acting like it's a time limit finally goes off. Ooh, I really hope that's a thing. Though it kind of sucks that you're locked out of it permanently, if it is. Or maybe you just need to play through all the levels and get as little stories as possible. That's also possible. We already got this. Oh, good condition. Her song rang out not only on this world, but across the galaxy, riding the radio waves emitting from the spaceship's hangar long after there was no one around it to hear. It debuted on the ship's departure day, and yes, the Soothsaying songstress was among those who chose to remain on the planet. Oh, what? That is... I didn't know anyone chose to remain on the planet. Where is she then? Some people actually did choose to remain here, so it wasn't a disaster event. It wasn't... Elphilis's rampage didn't cause the place to be uninhabitable. We just chose to leave it for dead because, you know, humans gotta manifest destiny. But first, it's a little wacky to imagine that now the canon version of this game just randomly a meteor crashes and gives everyone superpowers, and Leongard and slash Elphilis do not factor that into their plan at all. And also, Elphilis has nothing to say regarding one of their cousins just showing up. Oh my gosh, not the yellow paint. As if it isn't super obvious where to go. Thank you, Kirby. You got a special figure of Kirby with some stories as proof that you saved all the stories. That's it? That's the reward? Bro. Why would it tell you that? It could just say you got a special figure, but no, it's like, yeah, here's what it is before you even get to see it. Planet Protector Starries. The Starries are full of mystery. Where are they from? Where do they go? Where do they come from? Where do they go in Cotton Eye Joe? Spirits born from gems. They're also called Children of the Stars, as they often sail blissfully through space. It's said they once crystallized a fiend capable of destroying the entire galaxy. Okay. Oh. Wow, that's the reward. Welcome to the Coliseum. If you're here for that... I didn't mean to finish making fun of him. It's just the whole thing again. But with the final boss. Bro. Everything again, but with the new final boss. Oh wait, never mind. I guess we got... Sure, we got the crystallized mini-bosses. And maybe, Galactol gets... I mean, Crystal Monster that shoots meteors will get to be in here. You're actually going to enter the extra tournament? Are you serious? It's horrifying and terrifying. Oh, with super dangerous powered-up enemies. And a chaotic meteor-charged coliseum. Even I, a professional commentator, can only accompany you as far as the waiting room. But after hearing that, if you're really, really, really sure, I won't stop you. Best of luck, Kirby. Gotta add the snorts every time. Ooh, it's a new boss theme? Oh, at least we got that. Galactonite. Galactonite fight is our only saving grace at this point. 12. Were there 12 fights in the original? I mean, I'm spoiling myself right now. Goromondo should have got some more appreciation just for the fact that Donkey Kong Bonanza exists. Like, he should have gotten some scene, something in this game. Oh, something else terrifying I just thought of. I saw that figure silhouette up there that resembled of the silhouette of the figure that you're gonna unlock for this, and it looked like it had normal Elphilis and Meteor Elphilis in one figure. And of course that could just be because they were gonna give us lore about their relationship. But imagine if it's both Chaos Elphilis and Meteor Elphilis in the same fight at the same time. They should have done for the final level is they should have had all 3 Beast Pack bosses do it at the same time, doing the same thing that Star Allies did with 3 Mage Sisters, where they all team attack you. Would have been so good. And it could give them so much more character without feeling like they're arbitrarily focusing on them. Especially since they canonically would be the normal ones. They wouldn't need to be weird clones or anything, because it was happening at the same time as the rest of the game. I couldn't read what commentator Waddle Dee was saying because it's so blurry, but was he simping for Cloverly? Did it say something like, "Oh, I lost my train of thought"? Bro. If it is, he has somehow become even more of a nerd. Even more of a loser. Oh yeah, that definitely feels like more than usual. So they changed the bosses just a little. I doubt they gave them any new patterns. Just made them faster, made them use harder attacks more often, something. Why so many? There were not that many originally. It's such a lame, artificial, difficult theater. I can't read what freaking D-Meister is saying because it's so blurry, and it looked like it might have actually been important. I saw the word four, and I immediately freaked out. It was like the 4 heroes, but it's probably just because there's 4 left. Ooh! Oh! This music. Oh, wait, this isn't new. I don't think this is a new remix, unfortunately. It is a real good one, though. That's even... Oh, no, my theory has to be true. Because there's this guy, there's Possessed Leon. Then there's Morphonite. That means Elphilus and Meteor... That means either Chaos Elphilus just isn't in this and has been completely replaced by Meteor Elphilus, or they're gonna fight together and I'm scared. But still, what I said is still true. Hey, this is Tyranza's theme. I guess they're it's instinctively linked? That's not the right word, is it? Instinct. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. This literally is DDD's theme. It's just this specific version is ingrained, is automatic, has always been used at Tyranza. I'm a stupid. Why is this theme playing? Wait. What? Let me think. Maglar Epilogue. I mean, it's the Master Crown, which is void. It's from another dimension. No, this isn't another dimension. This is its own ripoff of another dimension, made by Elphilus. What is the... I mean, this place is, like, the same structure that they use for Nova and Star Dream. I mean, he's crowned, I guess. I don't know. It's like he's possessed. But, like, what else? What? A new theme is about to play. What now? Why so quiet? More. They just... Oh, the upgraded version. Okay, that's pretty cool. But why? I'm thinking so hard. There's so many reasons. Like, it could be the reveal that Magolor is a part of the animals that were modified here. It could be that. It could be the elf. It could be the Forgo's connection. It could be the place itself. There's so many things it could be, and it's all another dimension's fault. If another dimension wasn't just the nexus point of the Kirby universe, there wouldn't be so many potential connections. Man, why they gotta do this to us? What? Why do you have Void's theme? You're not Void. Come on. I don't want that to be the case. That just doesn't seem right. You should be your own person. Not everyone needs to be Void, Hal. I don't even know if the music has significance anymore. They just seem like they're having fun. I don't know, but everything up until this point, I'm like, okay, this makes sense. I like this. I like this connection. I like that we're bringing it closer. Okay, yeah, he did not shoot 3 of them at the same time before. But now it's like, I mean, I don't know. I guess it makes sense, but it also doesn't. It feels like he's a cognizant character when, like, he's not good. He's not actually doing any kind of good job at being a dictator of who goes to heaven and hell. But, like, Void is specifically said to have no knowledge of good and evil. This guy, Morphonite, I don't know. Morphonite, like, oh, that didn't happen before. That thing didn't make the shockwaves. It's just not right. It just doesn't feel right. Not everything should be void. But I mean, I guess it makes sense. Whatever. No, because Morphinite was said specifically to have taken his appearance from Galactonite. So, just because he looks similar to Kirby, Meta Knight, and Galactonite... What? Where did those come from? Dude's just cheating now. Just because he looks like them shouldn't prove anything, shouldn't mean anything, because he just stole his look. Like, if this game ends and there is not a single piece of new lore on Galactonite, I'll feel gypped. I will absolutely feel gypped. It's fine if he doesn't make a formal appearance, but clearly he was supposed to be involved in this. And I don't take just seeing symbols and names that seem familiar as compensation for that, for him not being actually in the game. I need something. I was like, I don't care. Like, I don't think Galactonite needs any new lore. I think him being a 4-hero, one of the heroes of yore, potentially a reincarnation of Void, maybe related to Kirby, that's enough. We don't need any new lore on him. But because you decided to give us all of these, like, jingling keys with all of these familiar star shapes and Galacto, now I feel like I've been betrayed to not have anything Galactonite in this game. Final battle, question mark. Screw you! Screw this game! Question mark? Like, I could imagine, though. Imagine this is one of the 4 years of yore. Imagine being, like, an army or something, having to stare at this thing 24/7. Like, bro, could you, like, be less neon? Could you be less bright, please? Oh, no. Okay. Could you not be a walking art project? Like, we're told that Void exists in so many different forms, and that's always proven to be true. We've got Void Termina, we got Zero, we've got Dark Mind. Those all appear to be different forms of Void, but this makes it look like Void is a species, that there can be, like, subcategories of Void. Like, you can get multiple that take the form of this mouse angel creature. But why? It's weird. But then they're also different from each other. So, like, what? But what's also weird is Elfilin is an anagram of nil life, but Elphilis isn't, because it doesn't have the N. So it's Sil life? Soul? But it would make no sense if a tiny part of Elphilis could be Void if Elphilis wasn't Void. So that's just a weird thing that they probably didn't think about. It would make more sense if this thing is, if the main body is Void, and then the one that splits off can, like, stop being Void. So, like, Elphilis just sounds cooler. Elfilin sounds more friendly, and that's probably the only reason. Bro. Why? Really? Way to suck it out of your new final battle. Oh yeah, actually our old final battle was harder, so this is the final boss. Real final battle. Yeah, right. Yeah, freaking right. They're both gonna show up at the end. After freaking Chaos Elphilis does its little dance. When the ball form pops out. Because we didn't get ball form with Meteon. What? Lord of Chaos. Why? Why are you more? Oh, why? How many Elphilises do we need? Bro. Huh? Why? I don't get it. I don't get you, Hal. What is your obsession with rehashing the same final boss? Was it not spectacular enough for you? Was Chaos Elphilis' first iteration not enough? What, because you saw people cheesing it with Morphonite Sword? You're like, okay, we need another version. But not just another version, we need 2 more versions. Why? Why, Hal? I was going to call Hal Void. I mean, they probably are, but there's such an opportunity for a new final boss, for a new villain, and you just give us Elphilis again. And then don't even tell us anything new about them, other than in the freaking trophies. The figures. I knew it. I saw them both in their little silhouette, and I'm like, uh-oh, we're gonna fight them both at the same time. Why? What's the meaning of this? What is the significance of this? Is this canon? The first Chaos Elphilis was canon. Is this canon? What is this? How did this happen? The explanation by commentator Waddle was a lot more vague. In the first one, it's like, oh my gosh, a portal to a different dimension opened. Are you sure you want to go in there? There's a lot of really angry people in there. But we turned it into an attraction because we're also weird. But what about this one? It's just like, it's in a, like, meteor. That's all we got. It's scary. So, are both Chaos Elphilis... What is the lore... Like, the original True Arena is now decanonized, or the original Ultimate Cup, because we saw Chaos Elphilis return to Elfilin. The last bit of it was destroyed, or gave up the fight, and finally just decided to be a part of Elfilin again. But now Chaos Elphilis is back, and is now joined forces with Medion Phyllis. I don't... Man, other than the really good, I don't know. I'll save my final thoughts for the after party. Bro, just freaking random Gaster Blaster spam. Even Hal's doing it. Lame attack. Oh, it goes so fast. Destroy those things? Question mark? Oh. Nope, they're just gonna harass you while you try to stop the boss from stalling. Oh, great. And now we're screwed. That's one thing that I'll never be happy about in Kirby, is how easy it is to lose your ability, suck it up, and immediately accidentally get rid of it, rendering you helpless for the rest of a fight. I miss pause screens. It just feels more like I don't have to wonder and wait to get the lore. I'm like, when something weird starts happening in a boss, I just open the pause and it's like, oh, that's what it means. Oh, that's what we're doing right now. I don't be like, what is happening right now? And then I have to wait to freaking gamble to get my answer. Oh, fun. What? Bro, really? Hazards too? What's even the point of them being two, okay? Let's not lie to ourselves. It's not like one's going up and one's going down. They're just doing the same freaking attack 50 times. This is so unnecessary. It's like... How? The modders already did this. They already made 50 million extra hard for no reason versions of Elphilis. You've given us nothing that we didn't already have. Oh, here it goes. It's gonna be... Oh, great. It's not gonna be both of them. It's gonna be some new bull crap. And this freaking thing is still so slow, it's almost never gonna hit you. Why? What? Or it's gonna split in half now. Bro, what is the point of any of this? Because you still didn't include that in the fight. That version is gone. Oh my gosh, what the heck is that? That is not something I expected. Huh? But why, though? See, this is what we should have gotten in the campaign. And no, you wait till the end of the everything, to the final boss. Also, why do you have this? You don't have control over them, so why do you have this? Instead, you wait till the practically meaningless true boss rush bullcrap. Oh no. To give us any kind of interesting anything. For what? And then it was just a quick little funny haha. Oh, really? Really now? Oh, really? Really now? Oh, really now? Is that what we're doing? Is that... Look at how much health this thing has! Why? Oh, right. I forgot there was a retry pay 100 coins. Did they make another distorted version of this track? Hey, I didn't even know you could hit it there. That's awesome. Okay, but are we still gonna get the eyeball version after this is said and done? Oh, what? Excuse me? Huh? You can't be doing gimmicks right this late in. Huh? What? Oh. Huh? Oh! Yo, that's actually such a cool callback! Oh my gosh, that's such a cool callback! All the way in Dreamland 2, the Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright fight had a thing like this, where it would block out the sun, and that would be your safe space. Okay, that's cool. I'll give it props. You better keep doing cool things like that. Keep new things or good... Oh! Eyeballs, eyeballs. Why are they orange? Okay, so we got blue, orange, undertale. Okay, don't do that, don't do that, don't... Green. Why? Okay, you have new tricks. I'm sorry I dissed you. I'm ruining Ming's reputation. Okay, that's just mean. Come on. Is it about to do something? Okay, it's not. It's just performing. Oh, great. Really? This is crazy. That's whack. Oh my gosh. With this little health. Okay, we're doing it again. Okay, 2 Leons. Okay, that's terrifying. This again. Okay, we can do it, we can do it, we can do it, we can do it. We can do it. I have faith in you, Mari. Okay, what? That did not hit. You're lying. Oh no, don't do that. Oh my gosh. Dude, we are not playing freaking air hockey right now. Oh no, no. I could hear the desperation in those clicks. We can do it. We're so close. End it. Please don't have another phase. I don't want to see Galactonite anymore, okay? Okay. That's not the same. It's something. Okay, we're doing this again. Are you serious? arbitrary jump heights. I've been saying it through this whole playthrough. They are the real final boss. I should have known. Arbitrary jump heights. They're the true they're the true enemy of Kirby, of mankind. I mean, who doesn't wish they could just jump 200 feet into the air? Whoa! Oh, and it doesn't immediately hurt you. That's even cooler. Balance. The game finally learned what balance is. It only took the last 10 minutes of the game. This is a big freaking... Okay, we're so close. Okay. Air hockey. Air hockey's easy. No, it's not. I suck at it. Oh, don't make the same mistake again. Come on! Own that fraud! You were eaten by Morphonite! Your very existence is a sham! You shouldn't be here! Yes! Yes! Don't you dare pull out the eyeball! Oh, the stars are free. Whoa, I don't care. I had no attachment to those guys. I'm sorry. You did nothing to make them worth caring about. Oh my gosh, Kirby's arms are clipping through the... Whatever. Oh look, the same thing we already did. They're doing it again because this is the canon now, I guess. Yay. Now give me the lore! I spent $20 just to freaking find out where Galactonite is, and I still have no answer. Whoa, all the characters that did nothing significant in the story. Ugh. At long last, you did it, Kirby. You're the best. Kirby, you've accomplished an extra great feat. Congratulations. I can't believe you survived to emerge from that place. You really are Kirby of the Stars. Okay, who made that title? Did bro just really just say, I can't believe... things sure did take a weird route just now. I offer this reward to you, a true hero... I didn't read that. I like how the fanfare changes. Just for the freaking new content. Okay, give me the lore. I'm ready for it. Oh no! I'm not ready for it! Yep, I saw those. I knew it! Invasive species from distant stars. Two related invaders were born in a distant corner of the galaxy. Having seen the failure of his kin, who had gone to the planet earlier, the elder brother, Medion Elphilus, followed. Using the stars, he took a more advanced form, but thanks to Kirby's efforts, the long history of invasions is at an end. So it is a whole species... Okay, yeah. Of planet-conquering weirdo mice. Gambling first. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Like, now I'm all hyped, but I don't know. My complaints about this still haven't changed. What is that? Spaceship New World. The Spaceship New World is capable of warping to other galaxies? It's a prototype, but it's similar to another ship that took travelers to the stars. The familiar theme park Wandaria and a special song, you know the one, were used to make travelers feel safe as they boarded. What does this mean? Is this a prototype Nova? Is this the first Galactic Nova? But what do you mean it's similar? If this is the first prototype, why is it similar to something else? Are the Galactic Novas not made by these people? Were they made by someone else? Oh my gosh. And where was that even in the game? Oh, now I need to know. Or did they make that just for that trophy? It's like the last thing I'd say. But they made that also known, because that means it's not the War Star Cutter isn't the one that took it. Why? Why do they have such amazing stuff already in the game, and then they just make a new thing? They just make a new thing to serve the purpose of something that was already in the freaking game. The War Star Cutter was a perfect lore explanation for what ship they used to leave Earth. But no, a freaking rust bucket is the actual answer. High quality video jump scare.
Crystal Big Red Tortilding. This Tortilding, call him a boss building, is a member of a Tortilding boss family that has made the Forbidden Lands its territory. It is fierce and powerful, and it sends tons of concrete bullets flying. Its structure is worthy of becoming the Beast Pack's last stronghold. What is all this about? What is this supposed to... Whatever. Commemorative photo. The Beast Pack comes to play, animals all the way. Never mind the fact that Carol leads Leon along by the paw. What matters is that a commemorative photo inspires us to sing a certain theme song, right? All together now. Which theme song is this? Anyway. What is this even supposed to mean in comparison to this line? This is the closest thing we've got to more characterization for these two. The rivalry lives on. Rivals learned to survive in a new world. King Dedede was starving when he joined forces with the King of the Beasts. But Meta Knight, sensing the sinister will of something to the north, shook it off and became a protector of Waddle Dee Town. That did not tell us anything new, other than, I guess, Dedede was starving when he joined the King of the forces. Did he join willingly? I thought he was mind controlled. Parastella Crystallis Genwell Meteon Nelphilis. The legend of the meteor was considered a fantasy from ancient times. Ancient times. Also, I like how all the color has been drained because it's too much to render on this. But the discovery of IDF-86 and the sinking of the islands... but with the discovery of IDF-86 and the sinking of the islands, it seemed there might be some truth to the story. Just as the ancient researchers predicted, the evil meteor soared through space, determined to destroy the world. Ancient. There it is. We finally get undeniable proof that these are the ancients, okay? The ancients started here. Nowhere else. Earth. Humans. And this, it indeed has been, like, through generation. They didn't just find it and immediately adopt its teachings. Spears. Elphilis Spear, Antres, Meteon Elphilis Spear, Ares. Wait, Ares. Hold up. Is Antres also... Antares, I'm probably saying that wrong, is the name of a star, and I think Ares is as well, but I was thinking the Greek gods, but I guess this is more about the stars, which makes sense. Two spears, Antres and Ares. Elphilis, the invasive species that traveled to this planet, forged one by absorbing materials to become complete. By grasping the other crystal spear, Meteon and Elphilis left behind, they were able to gain the power of the Staries and become the ultimate Lord of Chaos. How does that make any sense? But that is funny! I should have pointed that out. I noticed, suspiciously, the spear of Meteon Elphilis was just chilling as the final cutscene played in the main campaign. It was just chilling there. I'm like, that's suspicious. Last time we saw a weapon just chilling, it came back into play with Maglor's sword. Oh my gosh. That makes sense. But also it doesn't. Because how... You know, if you're gonna give lore to these spears, you could at least tell us how this makes sense. How did you gain the power of the Staries and become the ultimate Lord of Chaos? The Staries were free. What does the spear have to do with the Staries? I'm confused. And also, does it look like an Ultra Sword? I'm just looking at this. This kind of looks like the Ultra Sword. Huh. Absorbing materials. So, the spear is not something passed down from generations, so we can probably kiss Elphilis being a hero of yore goodbye. It just created the spear on its little journey. But what about this one? Why is this a thing? Does it control the Staries? If so, how on earth did the Staries ever fight back? This makes no sense. Well, thank you, and congrats, Kirby Master. We did it again, didn't we? What an adventure. Kirby, do you remember when we first met? Oh, wait, who's talking? Oh, Alpha. It says back there. Remember when we first met? I was stuck. You saved me. Did I ever thank you for that? Well, thank you. We were so caught up in the moment. We danced and danced. We gotta do this again sometime. Kirby of the Stars. Why do you keep saying that? This isn't the weird route. This isn't... Oh my gosh. Things sure took a weird route just now. Stop doing that. And let me just point out, both of these fools put this fake render, this fake... Actually, no, wait, that's not fake. Is it? No, it is fake. It's just slightly changed. He already has a Smash Bros. Render. Well, I guess he doesn't have the sword. This fake Smash Bros. Render on the thumbnail. Are you serious right now? Who's falling for this? It's obviously not in the style of the game. Goodness gracious. Nothing. Nothing on Galactonite. He's dead. There's nothing else. This whole game was a tease. Are you serious? Or there's... I don't even know what to say.
Kirby, you collected all the EX figures, and you saved all the Staries? Allow me to give you a gift as a token of our gratitude.
Wow. You really had to put Nintendo Switch 2 Edition on the freaking splash screen? Really?
I took the liberty of turning that special photograph into the last EX figure. Looks like it has a message from Elfon, too. It's all yours.
How did you get that? That doesn't make any sense. What, did you just make stuff up? Will I make fake tweets of celebrities saying things that they never said?
Now you can gaze at the special photo in this form whenever you want.
Yeah, in a much worse form.
Feel free to put it in your house.
Okay, there it is. You better actually get there.
I wasn't sure what would happen to us when the Star of Darkness fell from the sky. It was just like the legend born. But you saved the stars and you saved the world, Kirby. Thank you. Thanks to you, we're all still here.
No, idiot. You're supposed to be the nerd. It said it would destroy the galaxy, not just the world.
And I still have my eyes on the stars. When I see them twinkling away in the sky, it's as if... That's it for those of us from our home planet, Popstar. We expect no less from you. Our pride and joy. You worked so hard to save this world as well. Kirby, congratulations.
Thank you. Alright, is that it? They put the last image in here? They really not? Really? They couldn't be bothered to put the last celebration picture in here? Really then? Yeah, I don't think I take back any of my criticisms. I don't know, man. Nothing. Nothing on Galactic. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Alright. Alright, there was one... Okay, I'm probably holding this mic way too close. There was one big thing that I missed. This is the big one. This is the one that's got everyone talking wacky about. The secret song you unlock. Why goodness, why is this quality so bad? Come on. This is... Last song incomplete, Nietzsche's unfinished track. You sleep believing that you'll find one planet in that great big universe. And deep in your mind's bright eye, a dreamlike world beckons you along. Oh man, this is a good song. I wasn't here to jam, I was here to theorize. Dang. An empty theme park seems so sad it blends into the starry sky, oh yeah. Tickets dance in a land of lies, remains of good dreams gone so wrong. Whoa, fast. Wanna wander those dimensional gates now. Thought it was Wanya like the Waddle Dee sound. I'm like, what? Twisty wisty vision of an unknown world. How could this be? No, wait. How could this be the future? Oh, yeah. How could this be the future I foresaw? Port right to ya. That almost like right back at ya. Almost there. Gotta smash up space and time. Tracing stars, connecting them all, dot to dot, right now, right there on my window. Dash out the door and run like the wind. You're not Sonic. Gotta get to the next town over. Better have a cake waiting there for me. Don't you dare let it get too cold. To the next town over, I board a twinkling star. Holding on, heading straight for you. Some pie sounds nice and you know the best are sweet. Sweet like a memory. Dang! Why are Kirby games always left out of like best video game soundtrack discussions? That planet seems so far away I can never return to those old days. There's a spring in my mind's eye, a place of magic built to tilt and sway. Not Kirby Tilt and Roll! Tell a fella teleporting ain't enough. Okay, artificial heart. Okay, this is where the questionable, the weird stuff starts to start. What an amazing sentence. Artificial heart official. My pulse pounds. How could this be exactly what I wish for? Teleport repeatedly, hope I don't meet me. Into dimensions, breaking space and time. Upon my window. Then somewhere a Ferris wheel turns. And burns. don't have white wings yet, but that won't matter soon. And I'm gonna get my wish. The next town over. Okay. And it's still going. Oh my gosh. Where do I even put this in the video? How could I? It would be evil to cut this song. Hey, get that out of the screen. Get that off the screen. You piece of garbage. Can't even look at Kirby without Silk Song spoilers. I'll just add you to the blacklist of people I don't like who post basic, unoriginal, any random new game content. You suck. You don't get credit. You didn't do anything but go and look at this, which anyone can do. Anyway, well, anyone but me, because I don't have the game. Okay, so yeah, that definitely does seem... I mean, the window part is almost a dead giveaway. Like, you could imagine most of the lyrics could, like, okay, maybe Nietzsche just descended as some, like, higher being and became, like, an angel or something as the White Wings. But the window part, especially since that's the one thing they left on the New World... By the way, I noticed... I was overly critical of the New World, but I noticed it actually... Or I didn't notice, but people pointed out that it actually is, like, the same shape as the Lore Starcutter, just without the ship part. It's just a little ball in the middle with the window. And since that's the one detail they left on, there's extra emphasis on that. But there's something, like... It's so wacky. Anyway, I already seen the discussions. I was confused because I don't know where they were coming from. That, like, Nietzsche transformed into the Lore Starcutter? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? You off the zaw, bro. But I guess... I mean... What else could that mean? I'm gonna look at a couple discussions because I have already seen people dismissing it. It could always be bad translation, but that seems like a cop-out at this point. But it also just doesn't make sense. She was the one that stayed behind. How did she become the Lore Starcutter, or transfer her soul to the Lore Starcutter, whatever the heck she did, if she stayed behind on the New World? Which just leads me then again to believe that the New World spaceship description is mistranslated, because the way it's worded looks like the Lore Starcutter came first, and that the prototype was based on a ship of the ancients, or just an ancient ship of a civilization lost to time. But that makes no freaking sense. The obvious right answer is that the Lore Starcutter is the final version. That's the prototype, and they made the Lore Starcutter as the final version of the New World spaceship. And it has to be a mistranslation, or just weird wording in general, because it doesn't say objectively that it was based on something from the past. It's just weird wording. I really hate that. Why game devs always gotta use really weird wording in really important dialogue? But I'm gonna look at least a couple discussions to see if there are any actual rebuttals to this. Oh, it seems the three leading theories are: 1, she died alone in the Forgotten Land, which is the most irrelevant theory. 2, she became the Lore Starcutter. Or 3, she regretted her decision of staying behind, and then for some reason the Lore Starcutter came back and picked her up. But either way, there's this really important dialogue that's easily missable, apparently, if you talk to Elfilin in Kirby's house. I'll probably put a picture on the screen, hopefully. That says that even ages ago, when Elfilin was a part of Elfilis, they heard the song, one of the songs. But, like, wait, that makes no sense, because she only started making all those songs after everything with Elfilis happened. So one way or another, her song is transcending time and space and being heard in the past. So either she became the Lore Starcutter, and that's why it's being heard in the past, because the Lore Starcutter goes all the way everywhere, through all time and space, or she was on the Lore Starcutter singing. Because the one thing that we're supposed to know is that she didn't board the ship, but no, she had to have boarded the ship, or otherwise there's no way that this song... Well, actually, no, there is still a way, because they played the song on the Lore Starcutter the first time they left. So, yeah, that's still possible, I guess. Either way, I don't think it really matters if she literally transferred her soul into the Lore Starcutter or not, or if she just boarded it, or didn't even board it at all. Because the idea is still the same. She basically is... The Lore Starcutter embodies her. She is that guiding boat, the guiding arc to the New World. She is the song. She is what... Well, she isn't Wandaria, but she's the one who had the vision, who had the idea, who gave hope. And actually, no, it does say that Wandaria was created just to get everyone used to the idea of expanding into the galaxy. So the whole New World, the whole idea of all of that, and everything else, is an extension of her. She is the instigator of all of it. But then it adds an extra layer of irony, because the thing that led, they did a time paradox. Oh my gosh, of course they did. No good series can go without one time paradox. Because the thing that brought Elphalus there is what we thought started it all. I mean, it is. It's the tool or it became the tool that they used to leave. Elphalus came there because of the song. But the song is about everything that transpired afterwards. But it was being heard through time and space after they left. So the humans, I mean, the whole story, if it wasn't obvious enough, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and by extension, quite possibly all of Kirby lore, since the Ancients were introduced, is about the hubris of mankind. It's nothing super unique, but it is still true, and it's very obvious that people deny it purely because they don't want to acknowledge how true the story is. How true it is that our hubris is going to lead to our downfall one way or another. Even when there are other things involved, even if there's an alien invasion involved, it's still us who ultimately are the reason why things go south.
So you want to say anything about your final thoughts? Yeah, that was the amount of health that they gave the final, that they gave the, I guess, upgraded Ultimate Cup EX bosses. It's kind of ridiculous. Cool. Yeah, honestly, I guess I kind of have not a polar opposite opinion, because it was still a cool experience, and obviously the fact that I'm not actually playing the game takes away a lot from how much I could enjoy it. But like, this was $20, and it feels like there's barely any actual new content, and the stuff that is new feels a little bit gimmicky. It's a lot of rehashed stuff, and like the one thing that I was so confident was going to be in this game is some explanation on what the heck any of this has to do with Galactonite. And I guess technically that could still be in the game, because there could be one little trophy that I haven't seen that says something regarding that. But like, I made a video called like the future of Kirby, and one of the things I discussed is how it feels like this game's trailer showed as many Kirby lore key jingling symbols as humanly possible, with the Galactonite shapes and the starry shapes and the another dimension stuff. And I thought that that's just, okay, well, that's a good hook to get people who are into the lore to play the game, or to get the new pack. But I thought that when we got to the actual game, all of that was going to actually mean something. All of that was going to have answers. But then it didn't. We still have no idea what any of that had to do with anything we know before, other than I definitely think that the meteor that it keeps talking about, the prophesied meteor, is actually void, and we just saw a version of it. But that's its own tangent. Yeah, it really does kind of feel like Nintendo has gone downhill so much lately, and I didn't think that HAL Laboratory would like be a part of any of their ploys, but it feels like they put all those symbols in the game purely as a ploy to get people to give this a chance, because this on its own is $20, which does not have nearly enough content to be worth $20, and you have to buy a Switch 2 for it when this game came on the Switch 1, and unless those crystal visuals are so powerful that the Switch 1's processor can't handle it, there is nothing in this game that required it to be a Switch 2 exclusive. The whole thing feels like it was just jipping you into giving in and getting the new generation of Nintendo, if Kirby is the only thing that would get you to do that, which is for me. But I mean, I still didn't get a Switch 2. This was still probably, even though I don't get to play it, well, I'll get to play it eventually when my brother gets a Switch 2. But like, and like the final boss was so weird, or the true arena version of the final boss. Like, we already have, it's like, why do they keep one-upping the same thing? We had Chaos Elphalus, which was the ultimate form of Elphalus in the base game, and then we had Meteon Elphalus, or however you say it, which felt like it was trying to one-up Chaos Elphalus. But then they said, actually, no, we're going to fuse them together. It's like, why? It's a very strange thing, this little DLC. And because it doesn't take place at the end, because this is an in-between thing, we don't get to see any character development for any of the characters. We don't get to see how they've been, how we can develop how we left them off at the end of the base game's plot. The only thing we really got was Elphalin had that weird moment, which isn't really much character development, more is it Elphalin is kind of stupid, because Elphalin at the end of the campaign was like confused or unsure, despite the fact that we as players know that obviously Elphalus is related to Meteon, or Elphalin is related to Meteon, but Elphalin doesn't even seem to realize that, which is kind of weird. And like that ending, the first attack of the final phase of New Chaos Elphalus felt like they wanted to expand more on the Beast Pack, and then they just didn't, so they just threw that in, when they could have had a Beast Pack triple team boss at the end of as the penultimate of the campaign, and that would have been incredible. And they just didn't do that. It's so weird. The whole experience feels not disjointed. I really can't find the right word for it. But the soundtrack is absolutely amazing, and the visuals are gorgeous, and it looks like it probably is a lot of fun. So generally, as an experience, it probably is still pretty good. It's just what I was trying to get out of it specifically seems to be near non-existent. Though there are still some really interesting lore drops, but unlike previous Kirby games, where you can still get the majority of the story by just playing the game, it seemed like every piece of lore, any piece of story in this game was purely out of the figures. There's like no elaboration on anything that happened without looking at the figures. The whole Star of Darkness coming back is the most generic kind of like stakes that you can possibly put in a video game. So yeah, I have very mixed thoughts on the DLC, but I guess I still need to see a few more figure and maybe a 100% cutscene if there is one before I can truly say for 100% certain. Yeah, it is especially weird. I honestly bet it's probably a much more fun experience to play the entire game with the DLC instead of tagging the DLC on at the end of the game, because like the difficulty spike is probably much different. Like it didn't look all that hard. Obviously, I can't verify how hard it was. It didn't look all that hard, but we got maxed out everything because we're just playing at the end. But since this is available from World 1, it probably actually can be quite challenging if you're just going through on your first playthrough. But yeah, it's a mixed bag to me. And it's weird because HAL Laboratory did spectacularly integrating all the new content into Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Of course, that's a full deluxe version of a game rather than a DLC. But since they didn't put this at the end, it still feels like it's supposed to be like an enhanced version of the entire game. Especially since you can literally buy a Switch 2 version of this game that claims to be the enhanced version, but it's just a little bit of a graphic upgrade and then that stuff tagged on. Yeah, it's weird. But anyway, I think I've yapped long enough. It was still a fun experience overall. You can never complain with more Kirby. Or you can never truly complain with more Kirby. And any piece of new lore is interesting, even if some of it is weird. Yeah, Kirby is based. That's all that needs to be said. Alright, I'm going to end this recording now. Thank you for making this experience possible, because otherwise it would have just been me reacting to someone's like commentary-less 100% playthrough of the game. And that would be boring. Alright. It's interesting. That does... Obviously, I'm going to put my final thoughts... Actually, no, this might go at the end, just because this is also final thoughts. That does lighten my thoughts on this, on the lore a lot. I mean, at the end of the day, that's still, like, nothing... No, that is one new thing. That is one thing that in no way was implied beforehand. Well, there was one theory that the satellite picked up Elphalos, but that's... Yeah, that's still about hubris, but that's a different thing. And there's also another party at play, possibly, because who gave her the prophetic dream in the first place? Some higher being. I mean, obviously, it's fate, it's prophecy. This is going to happen no matter what. So at the end of the... So in a certain sense, it does kind of dampen the whole consequence aspect. Like, we did this to ourselves, but no, there was something else involved. But that came after. I'm pretty sure the song, the prophetic dream, happened after Elphalos. In fact, maybe that's where the dream came from. Maybe because Elphalos is a dream demon, a dream alien creature. We know its dreams were affecting others, so maybe that's where the dream came from. Elphalos was thinking about its brother, and boom, got the dream. Something. It's crazy. But other than that one little thing, we'd still technically learn, like, nothing new. All of this is stuff we already knew. And the stories still kind of annoy me. They just are so unnecessary. Unless we're going to learn more about them and they actually do connect to everything. I know people are connecting them to the crystals of crystal shards, but that seems like a kind of superficial connection at the moment. Oh my gosh, crystal thing fights darkness. I mean, nothing in Kirby 64 ever even said that the crystal was actually like the bane of dark matter or had anything to do with anything. It was just the final weapon and an important MacGuffin through the game. No context given. I mean, it makes portals, so obviously it was related. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. Obviously, there's still a lot more to think. And I'm still, where is Galactonite? Where is Galactonite? Where is he?